Hi everyone, my name is Søren. Today I'm going to be talking about working with forms in model-driven apps. Now, why do we want to talk about forms, or what is a form? Well, a form is basically where you're working with the metadata of your individual record in a model-driven app. So let's say you're working on a project and you want to input data into this project. You input the metadata. So the interface for doing this is a form. So that is the look and feel when you're working with a project, for example. And in the form, you're able to use some advanced logic. Besides just inputting the data, you're also able to work with what's called business rules. So that can be triggers, so when something is happening, it can affect other fields, for example. You can also use JavaScripting, and you can also use the PCF components. That's the Power Components framework, which allows you to do a lot of custom coding on top of the Power Platform. For example, in Power PPM, we're using the PCF components for the Gantt and also for the financial module, and also for our roadmaps. So those are examples of what you can do in forms. Another thing to be aware of is that you have your columns in your table, that if you're changing any column names, for example, of a column, then you can also, and you want to change the name of what you're seeing in the form, then you have to do that individually for each form if you're using multiple forms. So it's possible, so this gives you the opportunity to use specific individual names for each form. Let's say you have multiple people that are actually interacting with the same data, but they need to see different names for that field. It's possible to do that using forms. So if you have different user types, user roles that need to interact with the same thing, you can control the name of the fields they're seeing by using forms. So that was a couple of things about working with forms in model-driven apps. And stay tuned for the next video about working with views.